figured I'd do a video on this refrigerator because it's staying frozen in the freezer side, but not on the refrigerator side. And what happens is that is a heating element right there. It's a heat bulb, and above it you've got another one. And what those do is they run with the defrost timer. When the defrost timer kicks on, those bulbs light up and they keep these from getting frozen. And then the fan can push cold air into the refrigerator. But if these bulbs go out, then it can't push cold air into the frozen side, because all these coils, they just get frozen over solid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow dry this out really good. And I'm using a blow dryer. Do not use a screwdriver or a pick or anything like that to try to get these things clean. Because if you puncture these things, then you might as well just throw the refrigerator away. But this is a $60 cure versus $1,500 to $2,200 to replace the refrigerator. And this should never be froze over like that. So all you've got to do, there's 4 screws. They're here, and then 2 more at the bottom, and that allows you to access the back panel. And then you pop that out, and if your refrigerator is not cooling, but yet your freezer is still cold, chances are it's going to be your defrost timer, or it's going to be these bulbs. In this case, I've looked at the bulbs. It's the bulbs. So I'm gonna I've already priced them out. They're $60. You can get them on Amazon or any appliance shop. There's universal kits for it. So like I said, don't use a screwdriver or ice pick or anything like that to try to get these clean, because then you'll be throwing away a whole refrigerator. I've got a backup refrigerator, and I've got 2 deep freezers, so it's not a big deal. But I do want to fix this one because I like it. It works good. So anyway, I'll show you guys the results. Thanks. Make sure that your power is off. It's unplugged before you do any of this, because you don't want to risk getting an electrical shock or anything like that. But everything is nice and clean. There's where our heating elements are at. I'm going to handy vet the camera, and I'm going to show you how easy this is. So you're going to, this blue and the pink wire right here, you're going to pull those out, and they're attached to this electrical connection right here. We're just going to gently pull those out. Okay, and then we've got this, just clips around right there, and that's a thermostat. So we're going to be replacing that as well as the heat lamps. Now with these down here, it's pretty simple. It's just push in with a finger and you drop the bulb down. Okay, see how easy that slides? They're in like little tracks. See, I push that, and then now they're out of the tracks. We'll just gently slide this out. You don't want to break it. And then we're going to do the same thing on the very bottom. We're going to push that down, slide it out. Same thing with the other side. And then you can see 2 bad bulbs and a thermostat. So you can just buy this whole kit for like $50-$60. Like, this isn't even, it's not even attached anymore. That's how trash this is. So we'll get a new kit installed here, and then this thing's gonna work great again. So it's an easy diagnosis. If your freezer is cold but your refrigerator is getting warm, it's either your defrost timer, or pull the panel back here. If it's iced over, and if it's got these type of elements, look at the elements, and then you'll be able to know what it is. See that spinning around? It shouldn't even spin around like that. These things are trashed. So Anyway, I'll get these ordered and then I'll show you how we put them back in. Thanks. All right. We were talking about replacing the heating lights that are right in here and right there. I figured it would be about $60. It was actually $20 to buy the parts for these things. And so I popped the bulbs out the last time, but with this kit that I've got, it comes with all of this. So we're going to remove, this completely. A little tight to get in here to your freezer, that's for sure. These are some squirrely little suckers, I can assure you. And so I've got one of the screws that has went haywire on me. I've lost it. But basically, this is the kit. Okay. It's a plug and play system. This right here, I'm going to show this. This is your thermostat. It's going to plug in right up at the top. Right there. You're just going to push it in, and it's got these little clip wires. And so we'll just pop that in right there. That's good to go. Set these lights down and do this delicately, because you don't want to buy it twice. But then plug these wires in right here, and this little foam right here, that's your wire channel. So you want your wires inside of there. Just get that nice and tucked. And then we'll take the first. Of course, we have to untangle everything. But we're gonna run everything down here, and it's very tight in here. I mean, it is very tight. See, some of this tape right here, I don't know why they did it the way they did it, but we're gonna undo it. And we're gonna undo it by simple pull of the wire, because we don't have enough length if we don't do that. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because it doesn't want to give you the length that you've got. Okay, so I will attempt. The magnetic screw tip that I've got is only so good. Oh, come on. A little frustrating, but $20 is a lot better than replacing a whole refrigerator. All right, so I think we've got that started, and I'll just grab a screw gun here. I'll screw it in part of the way. Then Grab another screw. I'm trusting my screw tip here. All right. Okay, and then we're going to go with the very next ones. We're just going to screw this right here. Okay. Now, I'm missing a screw. No big deal. Here it is. Knew it couldn't get too far. And we'll get this screwed in. But the manufacturers, they would love for you to buy a brand new refrigerator and not deal with this. That's exactly what they would love. Spend your next $2,500. But this is a repaired refrigerator for 20 bucks. And it's done. I'll screw the back panel on and we should be good to go.